welcome to another edition of the Lucha Critics. On today's show, we're going to be doing a retrospective look on last year's WrestleMania, and then giving our predictions for this year's WrestleMania. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and introduce the panel. As always, we've got Josh. Say what's up, Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Hell yeah. We also got Warren. Say what's up, Warren.
What's up?
Hell
like
yeah.
our truth.
Hell yeah. And we got JT. Say what's up, JT.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hell yeah. We got the whole crew tonight. And yeah, dudes, looking last year's WrestleMania. While doing research and looking up this last year's WrestleMania, a lot of storylines kind of line up. And I was very surprised. I was like, oh shit, look at WWE doing long-term storytelling. Look at you guys. Good job. So we'll start with night one. All right, so Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. I forgot that Becky Lynch was in last year's WrestleMania. It lasted 17 minutes. It was for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley was the current champion at the time, and she ended up winning. That was a great fucking match. Like, I saw that today, and I think this was Becky's retirement match, right?
No, she
lost to Liv.
thanks to Dom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Warren, what do you think about this match? What do you remember about this match?
I remember the book being a big deal about it. Before that, it's just nice hearing Corey on commentary.
Oh yeah,
I
forgot about
forgot
that.
how much I really miss him on commentary. From hearing him again. Yeah, I really just wrote down like, is Becky ever coming back?
No.
Because it does feel like so long ago since this WrestleMania. Like, some matches don't, but this one particularly does. Probably because right after Rhea got injured
Yeah.
too, so it seemed weird. I forgot that. Well, I didn't forget, but I remember that Becky had to wrestle like with 102-degree temperature
Damn.
and Michael Cole complaining about the weather.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this before, but I really loved Rhea Ripley's entrance. They had Motionless in White, I think is the name of the band, singing her theme when she came out, and yeah, that moment is fucking iconic for her career, in my opinion.
Right.
That's one of my favorites.
I sort of
Definitely.
skipped through the entrance, so I forgot that was the one where they performed it.
Oh yeah, no, that one's definitely a memorable one. JT, what do you remember from that matchup?
Man, to be honest, I don't remember too much about it.
Nice.
I was just happy that Rhea won it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think her entrance was top tier for me because I mean, I like that band. So, but yeah.
Nice. What about you, Josh? Any words about that matchup?
Just that I was watching it like last night after I came out watching Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
They were saying that she was already up to like a year already as champion, Rhea.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
She won it at WrestleMania the previous year.
She beat Charlotte Flair. It was a good match back and forth. I kind of laughing because I was looking at Rhea and Becky. They kind of almost had the same kind of makeup on the eyes. They had that blush on the eyes.
No,
A
yeah,
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a pretty good match. I'm not gonna lie. If that's one of the last great matches of Becky Lynch besides her losing that Saudi Arabia, so be it. But I would like to see her back at least for a few more matches.
Yeah, I still
We'll
think she
see.
has like one more run.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping for her and Seth versus CM Punk and AJ.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's still that possibility. I'm also remembering how Rhea actually finished this match was also a pretty cool finisher of the double
Yeah.
Riptide one where she bashes Becky's head into the turnpost
Yeah.
and then finish her. Also, I forgot Rhea has a submission move, and they gave it a name like during the match. It was like the prison lock or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah, I was surprised because I forgot that she had a submission move too. Fucking I totally forgot the fuck it was called, but like, yeah, she has a submission move. Pretty cool.
It's a good one too.
Yes, it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah, and she also had a messed up wrist too.
Damn, dude. These
Right.
Yeah,
these ladies
she's
are
wearing like a
going
little
in
cast.
hot.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Anything else before we move on to the next match? All right. Next up is
Before
Ooh,
before the next match, though, I forgot about the introduction to this match. I don't know if you remember Prettily Deadly just like walking
Oh
somewhere
yeah.
and just
Yeah.
describing every tag team. Like, huh? I don't remember
Oh,
this
man.
at all. And they're like, oh, we're not in WrestleMania. It'd be a shame if that happens. I'm like, guys, bad news for this year.
I honestly don't remember that. That's pretty cool. Fucking Pretty Deadly. I don't want to say they're growing on me, but I can see them as a
Growing
tag
on you.
team now. Yeah, I can
Growing on
see
you.
them as a tag team.
They grew on me.
They grew on you.
Yeah.
I saw them
We
as
were
like
great from day one.
really. I saw them as like a comedy act, if anything, for me. But now they're becoming more legitimate. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. Speaking of tag teams, it was the Raw SmackDown Tag Team Championship and the Raw Tag Team Championship on the line, on the ladder, and it was, I want to say, 1, 2, 3.
That was 16, I think.
I know the six
Six
teams.
teams. Thank you.
Yeah.
6 teams. God damn. All vying for championships. We all know what happened after this. The people who won the championships received brand new championships in their respective shows once they came back after WrestleMania. What I really fucking loved about this match was R-Truth. R-Truth, he fucking stole the show.
He's a gem.
Tagging in, even though it wasn't a tag match, that shit was funny.
Oh yeah.
With Miz, that was fucking hilarious. Back when Finn Balor and Damian Priest were still fucking under the same tag of Judgment Day, that was a little bit interesting to see.
Did you see their little masks when they came out? That I forgot about that. Like I know
forgot
Finn
about the
does that,
masks.
but like also seeing Damian do it, I was like, okay.
It was
Choice.
pretty interesting, weird tendril looking thing, right? On his mask. Yeah, I can't remember.
For I think Damian at least. I think
for Damian.
Finn always has that weird I think like Watchmen, Rorschach type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT, what do you remember about this tag team ladder match?
It was good. I mean, overall, it's good. I didn't think the Miz and Alex Truth should have won the belt. I don't know. That's me.
No.
They could have won it in a different pay-per-view, but not WrestleMania. You know. I think that they should have just kept it with Finn and Balor winning, and in SmackDown it was who was it? DIY, right? Who won it?
No, it was
A-Town.
A-Town Down Under.
A-Town. It was just like a random tag team that I guess they should not win the belt. They should have won this, kept it with Damian with Judgment, and then have DIY win it. I don't know. That's me, but
I see. A-Town Down Under, they're surprising, finally kind of coming apart now this year. But they were a thing. They were definitely a moment for a while. They held tag team championships, right? I'm pretty sure they did as a duo.
Yeah, they won this.
Right?
Yeah,
They won the SmackDown.
Yeah.
This match.
But yeah. Let me see, Josh. What do you remember about this matchup?
So, like you said, R-Truth is a gem. Not only did he tag himself in, he tried to do a pin in during the match. He counted the pin.
He got a
1, 2,
3 count.
3. Yeah, he got 3
That's
count.
right.
And then it caused this match kind of reminded me of the match between Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, and Chris Benoit, where Angle had to defend both his belts and he lost both of them at the same night, which is kind of funny. But I'm kind of glad Judgment Day lost the belts.
Yeah.
Because they weren't doing anything with the belts for a long time. And I was getting annoyed. I was like, they have the tag team belts and they're not doing anything.
They held them. I'll give it up. Definitely held them.
Spoiler alert. When they get them back, they do the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Anything else before we move on? Any spots that you guys want to talk about that were memorable?
I mean, I would just like to talk about it in general. You
Go
just
ahead.
skipped me. All right.
No, go for it.
No, there actually a lot of things. This is probably my favorite match from night one, honestly.
Yeah.
I liked DIY with their DX tribute, also seeing them where they are now as heels. Half the teams in this group are now heels. Like New Day's in it, they're heels
Mm-hmm.
now. They had a nice, I like their Apollo and Creed homage. Like New Catch Republic was
Mm-hmm.
in there. It was like I forget the other guy's name.
Tyler Bate.
Not yeah, Tyler Bate. I remember like did he get injured this match or was it another match that he got
I
It was
injured?
another match.
think it
It
was
was
another
another match.
match.
Okay, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
thought yeah. But like I know he recently came back for
Mm-hmm.
one match and we haven't seen him since again.
Fuck.
And he lost.
And he did
Yeah, and he
lose.
lost too. So it was like no. I thought it was a good choice of getting rid of the belts of New Day. I also liked how they just divided the belts in this match. I thought it was a good call, especially with giving ATOW done under the first belt. So it's like the heels get the first belt, then they get their coming up and through the ladder. And then I do love that R-Truth won this. Like it was a
Mm-hmm.
nice moment for R-Truth, who's been, I think, one of the not anymore because everyone loves R-Truth now. Like one of the underrated people in WWE. Like I said, I remember him from his time with Road Dogg as K Quick, like back
Oh
then.
wow.
Seeing him and also like that ladder that almost breaks like at the
Yeah.
very end, and the ref's just really trying to tell Damien, like, don't go up. He's like, fuck you, I'm going up this ladder. And then when Miz goes up it, like I forgot about it and just seeing it sort of crumble, like, how did this not fall apart and just be a disaster?
Fun. Yeah, I forgot about that fucked up ladder that Miz goes up. Yeah, dude, good memory.
I mean, I just watched it today.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, great call, guys. Next, anything else before we move on to the next matchup?
I was gonna say it's good that R-Truth also won it because he had so many problems with the Judgment Day.
True.
Even though
Yeah, no,
he was doing all those memes like he's like where's hey Dom, where's what was it Dominic or something like that, he was saying where's Nick
Where's
at,
Nick?
where's Dom at.
yeah.
Yeah, so when
Oh,
they
that
told
was
me, oh,
so
you're
silly.
kicked out, I'm like, R-Truth has to win these belts.
Yeah, the storyline was there for sure. Next up, Rey Mysterio and Andrade, the returning Andrade, versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom Mysterio. Of course, Mysterio and Andrade won. This was I want to say a re-debut for Andrade. This was his first matchup since coming back from AEW, and not memorable. I want to say nothing. I did nothing really
No.
big happen. This kind of feels like it could have been like a SmackDown match.
Mm-hmm.
But still cool. Still cool to see some spots that they did. We'll start things off with Josh. Josh, what do you remember about this matchup?
Well, bringing it up, this night one was all the four core members of Judgment. They had a match each back to back to back, basically.
Really?
Rhea, then it was the tag team belts, and then Dominik.
Oh yeah, look at you. Hell yeah. Good
With
catch
also
there.
JD being
Yeah, JD
in
popping
the
up. Yeah,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
yeah. It was a okay match. It's just like I wouldn't say it's one of those matches where you're like to be all and everything, but it had go like I would say like Mexican wrestling match with WWE match. And if this is the match I'm correct, I'm thinking about they had interference from the Philadelphia players.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. See now that it was a
Okay.
good moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Who no one had who had any idea who they were. Like even Carlito, I could see in the race, like, who are you
You
guys?
guys.
Like who are because like that's how everyone didn't know how to react. Like
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
are these guys?
Yeah, it wasn't until they took off the mask, everyone popped. They're
Mask.
like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the football guys. JT, what do you remember about this matchup?
I don't remember too much about it. I need to refresh my memory on that one. But like you guys said, it was a decent match. It was good to see Andrade coming back to WWE. And of course, they got the W. Overall, it was a decent match.
Hell yeah. What about you, Warren? What do you remember about this matchup?
The one thing I really remember from this matchup is like how it started the Carlito betraying the LWO storyline.
Oh,
with taking out Dragon Lee. Like I feel like right, this was the match that he did it. It was sort of weird seeing Carlito not in
Yeah.
um LWO, and you could clearly tell he did it. Like even like at WrestleMania, he's just like looking around like, oh, they're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Hall being pissed, not being chosen. Uh, I forgot that Angel and Alberto were already part of uh Santos's group
hmm
there. I thought it was more recent. I'm like, oh, they even had the claw
Yeah.
marks. I'm like, oh, it's been a year since
Yeah, dude.
you guys have been doing, and like I feel like they've done nothing with that group, unfortunately, because I do like all those members. Um,
To be fair, they
in
have been in the SmackDown tag team mix. I'll give them that much.
They have, yeah,
Yeah.
they have. Maybe more Santos has just been really doing
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
which is a little annoying. Also, I forgot what happened to that girl. Is she no longer in
Oh, she's cut.
WWE?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
She's
she got
cut,
cut,
yeah.
They cut
Yeah.
her down. Yeah, they fired her.
Mhm. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, she's no longer there. Um, yeah, no, I think that's really it for that
Yeah.
match. Yeah, I forgot that match was it. I'm like, oh,
Same. No, I was very surprised. Definitely liked some of the spots that happened. Definitely forgot about the guys coming in from the crowd and turned out to be the football players from the
Yeah.
town. Oh no, not too bad of a match. Definitely like seeing Dirty Dom get fucking beat up on. Moving on to the next matchup. Yeet versus No Yeet. Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso. Honestly, I like this
I
matchup.
skipped this match.
You skipped this match. Oh
I
my
skipped
god.
this match.
I was honestly going to ask you guys because of a conversation me and Josh had earlier today. I'll open up with that. Like, how do you feel about this matchup? Like, I honestly liked it for what it was. I liked it because I followed the storyline, and it was, it was brother against brother. Has it been done before? Yeah. But I feel like this was the trajectory of main event Jey Uso. Like his onward momentum was still going after this matchup. But that's just my perspective on the whole thing. We'll go with Warren. Warren, what do you think about this matchup?
Listen, on paper, this match is great. I'm glad that they got this match. I know it was their dream to have a match of WrestleMania against each other. And like, yeah, it's not a bad match, but I don't know. Just night one, it's very long, and
Yeah.
it's right in the middle. There's not. We know what's gonna happen. It's very predictable, unfortunately. I think I did stop just to see the moment where Jimmy yells at his kid to pay attention during his match.
I didn't know that one.
But oh yeah, no, I remember that. I was like, I want to rewatch that. I'm glad it brought Jay into the main event. Like I know this is how it starts, but yeah, also who was it? Who
Oh, Lil Uzi Vert.
look
No, thank you. No, I'm
what's
sorry,
up?
sorry. That was you
No,
just reminded me of something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's who fuck, what's his name?
Lil
Little
Wayne.
Wayne?
Little Wayne, yeah.
Yeah.
Little Wayne just does Jay's intro. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he was here too.
Yeah, I was surprised when he came out. I was like, oh yeah. But also, all these people talking shit about Kendrick. I'll just do a quick little side thing. All these people talking shit about Kendrick doing the the halftime show at the Super Bowl. Is this the shit that you wanted? Fucking Lil Wayne sounded horrible at WrestleMania.
He might be there next year's WrestleMania in New Orleans, you know?
I'm just saying. Go ahead, give this a watch. Give that intro a watch. Yeah, it wasn't that great. Just saying. Kendrick did a great job. Could have been cut. Just saying. Anyways, JT, what did you think about this matchup?
Same, man. I mean, I thought it was gonna be good. It was decent.
Okay.
But to compare it as for like brother versus brother, as in like Jeff versus Matt, like those matches were pretty good. And even that, no, both of them had storylines. But I feel like the Usos, it was like rushed to get a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
So,
that too.
I see. I see.
So yeah, like you guys said, like Jay that was when Jey Uso became the main event. You know, shoot him up all the way to the top where he's at right now. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I wish they had enough time to build the matchup. But overall, it was decent. It was decent.
Right on. Right on. And we'll finish things off with Josh. Josh, what did you think about this matchup? I remember what you said earlier, but fill us in.
So me, I was like, when I saw the match, I didn't like it at all. It was it was entertaining. I was waiting for more like a fast paced match. I felt like their little interaction in night two was better than their match at night one.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
felt that was better. Like you were saying, JT, the Hardys had a better brother versus brother match. Owen Hart versus Bret Hart was a better
Ooh.
match, but no, they had to work with what they were given, and like you said, it took a little too long to prepare the match because I remember throughout the year from SummerSlam to before WrestleMania, Jimmy cost Jay two title belts.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I was like,
true.
so I was like, you know what? They're building up, then they pause it, then they build it up, then pause it, and then like a month before WrestleMania, they started building up again. I was like, yeah, no.
Dudes, I forgot about that shit. Yeah, he cost him the title. He almost became champion off
Mhm.
of Roman, right? And yeah, okay, yeah. Damn. Wild times. Um Anything else before we move on to the next matchup? All right. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Naomi versus Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. This
Totally
matchup,
forgot this was a match.
Mhm.
totally forgot it was a match. Also, two things, quick things. Awesome intro from Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. It kind of felt like I don't know, Street Fighter a little bit, like just like the
It was
whole
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, really cool entrance. The other thing was seeing Damage Control come out there made me really miss Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Because like
Mm-hmm.
they've been gone for a while, and I'm not sure if
Oh
you
yeah.
guys seen the pictures online, but Kairi Sane is a fucking beast. Like
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
she
I've
got
seen her. Yeah, I
fucking
follow her on it. So.
huge,
Yeah.
dude. She's gonna come back and she's gonna take over. I hope she does.
I heard rumors of Asuka coming back on Backlash.
Ooh,
Yeah, I heard
hopefully.
that, and I heard that Kyrie might come back night after Mania.
I like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That
You
should be
think she should
dope.
go back to damage control?
Nah, I think damage control's done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like
Wonder. That's a
maybe
good
it's
question.
possibly. I don't think it needs. I was thinking about that honestly today with seeing like the damage control match. I was like, uh, Kyrie, not Kyrie. Dakota Kai is like going for the Intercontinental Champion. We got EO in the championship now. Kyrie Zayn and Asuka could either do their own thing or still be tag teams if they want to.
Hmm.
They don't necessarily need to be a group. If they want to, it's cool. Um, I don't know. I think the damage control has sort of run its course.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna like explain it, or maybe they don't explain it. They just start
They
something
don't.
new, right?
Stables just die.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Damn, dude. Well, you never know. You never know. Things might happen in the future. Um, awesome seeing the trio being friends of Jade Cargill, Bianca, and Naomi. Um, this was the time, guys. Now we have Jade Cargill on a revenge rampage trying to kill fucking Naomi, which yeah,
You make it
that's
sound like Naomi did nothing to deserve
she
it. Like,
she only cared. The only thing she did was love too much. Well, I
I
love the
did
storyline, by the way.
I did notice with their outfits because at first I thought I was like, oh, it's real cool that like Naomi and Bianca are wearing gold and Jade is wearing silver. I'm like, that's telling,
Yeah.
but no, Bianca's wearing gold and silver.
Mm.
So
Ah,
like she's still the bridge between them, but like, oh, they're opposite sides of Jade and Naomi.
good observation. I did not catch that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with Josh. Josh, what do you think about this matchup here?
All I could say was pure dominance of Jade, Bianca, and um, Naomi.
Yeah.
Um, like you said, it was good seeing Kari Sane and Asuka, on TV, even though they're not back yet.
Hmm.
What else? Now you can see, like we were saying earlier, long storytelling. Like with them three now, they're two are against each other, once in the championship picture.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense. Um, I just hope, like this match was great for a 6-man tag match. I just wish it was a little longer, and it wasn't that much of a dominance. But you have to show this
Yeah.
Jade Cargill's first WrestleMania. She has to look tough, big, and strong. So
Listen, we need an hour for the last match. All right.
Yeah, I'll give you that, Josh. This was 8 minutes and 5 seconds
Damn.
of the pay-per-view. Interesting. Definitely a good catch there. What about you, JT? What do you remember about this matchup?
You're saying these were 8 minutes. No wonder, like, I don't even remember it, dude. I think the intro was pretty good for
Yeah.
both teams. Um, was it they announced them as Big Three? Was it WrestleMania or was it? Cause I
No.
know that I know they were announced once. Like, it was like one time they announced Big Three.
Mm.
Either it was like Corey or I forgot who was it, but I thought it was like the dumbest name ever you could even give these girls. Um, but yeah, I don't remember too much. But
Okay.
yeah, what y'all say was basic dominance, on Bianca's team,
Hell yeah. What about you, Warren? What do you remember about this matchup? Finish it off for us.
I don't feel like I don't have too much to add. I already said
I
my piece about like the teams and where they are now.
mean, if there's nothing else,
Um, yeah, I remember sort of not like this because I feel like the second they made Asuka like part of a tag team with
Mhm.
Kairi Sane, she wasn't a threat anymore, which
Yeah.
was weird
oh
because I'm like, this
damn,
is Asuka.
interesting
Like,
observation. You're right. Yeah,
yeah.
they took
And
the
I was
venom.
also sad that like the tag team titles weren't being defended. It was like
Hmm.
they were part of the triple threat, though they are this year, but we'll get to that later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good shit, guys. Let's move on to the next matchup here, and it is Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship of the world. Sami Zayn finally defeating the monster that is Gunther and stopping his reign of 666 days. Awesome. Love the matchup. Love the emotional story that it had on everyone that fucking had it. Even fucking homegirl Samantha Irving, I think that's her name, right?
Hmm.
She got
Yeah.
emotional announcing Sammy as the new champion. Like it
Yeah.
had people for sure.
I
We'll
wrote
start
in
with
my
Warren.
notes that I'd say I wrote in my notes like not for this match, but actually the next match. I miss Samantha Irving.
Seriously.
Um, no, I remember loving this match this year. Unfortunately, I skipped most of it on the rewatch because I knew the outcome and I knew it was like I'm like I got night two to still get through.
Yeah.
Um, I love how Chad was his little coach and how where that goes later
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the year. KO wishing him luck at the beginning of it.
Mind fuck to
His
see.
yeah, his wife also there as Gunther just beats the shit out of him. Uh, but no, it was nice seeing Sammy get the recognition he deserves, winning it, and also ending Gunther's uh title streak, which hopefully someone else does this year as well.
That should be interesting. Only hope. Can only hope. JT, what do you remember about this Intercontinental matchup?
Man. Like Warren said, everything was good, solid match. I know you're all gonna hate me for this. I know that, but I wish Gunther would have kept it. I'm not a big Sami Zayn fan. I know you're all
Wow.
gonna hate me for that. I'm not Sam. I'm a Kevin Owens fan all day. So I don't know. I can't go behind Sami Zayn, especially to dethrone Gunther, and he's a dominant champion. A dominant champion that kicks everybody's ass, and his matches are top tier, 5-star matches.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, Sami Zayn to get the W. But I wish Gunther would have kept it, and then I wish Chad would have won it from him.
You
It
know
makes more
what?
sense for Chad to win it than Sami.
During that time, I remember a couple of us wishing Chad would have dethroned
Yeah.
fucking Gunther during that time. That would have been interesting. An interesting run for Chad. Josh, what about you? Tell us what you remember about this matchup.
So this matchup, I remember, Sami Zayn. They were always telling him, "Oh, you can never win the big one." That's
Oh
when
yeah,
Chad came in to train him and everything. And if I remember correctly, they had like kind of like kind of
montage.
like montages,
Yeah,
but
I
like
do
of
remember that.
Rocky
Yeah,
working out and
Yeah.
Rocky.
everything.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, did Sami Zayn run up the stairs or no?
Yes.
Did the Rocky stair? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, like I remember that, and then
They're
also
also
like
in Philadelphia too. Yeah.
yeah. So seeing, how when Chad came talk to him, like you got this. In my mind, I was thinking that Chad was gonna come out and betray Sammy during the match when he did that,
I thought
and
so
then
too.
No, he's like, you're gonna owe me a favor.
Yeah,
And yeah.
and then Kevin Owens telling him that this is your night, tomorrow's my night. We'll get that tomorrow later on, but yeah, it was good seeing Sammy win. His wife there, him all happy. Gunther finally losing because man, he's been dominant and no one was able to beat him. It was a good, fun, feel moment for Sami Zayn.
Hell yeah. Definitely a WrestleMania moment for Sami Zayn. I I hope this is not just this isn't the stopping point for Sami Zayn. I
Yeah.
definitely am a Sami Zayn fan. I want to see him with the WWE Championship. I'll be happy with the World's Championship, but he deserves like the top spot billing. He can
Mhm.
definitely pull it off. That's just my opinion though. Just me. Let's go ahead and move on to the main event of night one, which was the Bloodline, The Rock, and Roman Reigns, with Paul Heyman defeating Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. Um, the shit that The Rock put Cody through was fucking monumental. It is one of the things that had me like loving wrestling again because for some reason I feel like Rock Dwayne Johnson kind of like blurs the lines a lot and like he gets really into certain things. Let's say I'm not sure if you guys remember the backstage beatdown that he gave
Yeah.
Cody on his trailer, not his trailer, his
Mhm.
yeah, his RV, right?
Yeah.
Tour bus.
Tour bus, thank you. And yeah, he beat him bloody and it just felt too real. Like there was like a moment there, even if you see like the YouTube video that they put up where he's like, fuck this shit. You keep rolling.
Mhm.
You keep rolling.
Yep.
This ain't over until I say it's over. And I was like, God damn, bro. Um that's that's what I remember while before watching this matchup. Another thing was Rock still has it. He hasn't missed a step. Yeah, there's like little things that I may have caught, but for the most part, he's still fucking doing a great job. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. What can I say about them? They always perform and bring the best out of each other. Um, but yeah, we'll start with Josh. Josh, what do you remember about this matchup?
Like you were saying, like the whole thing with Cody Rhodes backstage, I really literally thought the way they had the cameras angled that Austin was gonna come out because they had Austin in the background the whole time when he was beating Cody Rhodes. I was like, oh crap, Austin's gonna come out of WrestleMania to help out Cody Rhodes because they're assembling the Avengers and all this.
Yeah,
The WWE Detective the Bloodline. To me, the match was good. I like three big things I remember a lot from the match is when The Rock kind of botched that drop when Seth Rollins kicked him and he fell and hit the turnbuckle. That made me laugh.
yeah.
And then when he told the referee, "I'll fire your ass if you do something," I think it was a counter or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That made me laugh.
He's like,
And then
Don't you
don't
fucking
not
count?
disqualify
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
and another thing is when he sold Roman's spear. It reminded me like when you get in trouble and you hit your younger brother, you're like, "Oh crap, I didn't mean to hurt you." But all those things, I remember a lot from the match. Even though, oh, one more thing, when Roman was making fun of Cody Rhodes' finisher, saying that don't work. It's weak.
Oh,
Hmm.
I forgot about that. That's a good memory there. JT, what about you? What do you remember about this match?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of you guys. What I like is that The Rock, even though he was still part of the match, he still used his boss. He's like, even though I'm still like the top of TKO, what I say matters, and what I was saying, about the referee situation, like don't knock on me, you're
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now it's a DQ, like no disqualification match, and he seems to just whipping Cody and throwing him left and right, stuff like that. But it was a good matchup, fun, and I'm glad that Roman won. So
Definitely the right team won for that night for sure. Uh
yeah, yeah.
what about you, Warren? What do you remember about that matchup?
It was long.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Both nights the main events are long. I was like, holy shit. Um, I I remember liking it. I remember like everyone knew the what the ending was gonna be. Unfortunately, we knew The Rock and Roman were gonna win night one, and then other stuff would happen night two. Because like we know it's gonna be a bloodline, uh, lines rule match for
Mhm.
night two, so we knew that was gonna win. This gives The Rock his win as W as well at WrestleMania, which I didn't realize upon hearing the commentary during this match that his like other match was like only 6 seconds long, like 8 years ago before that.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that uh I do like how The Rock was clearly holding on to Cody at the end, trying to get him to give up. They did the classic arms up to see if they're gonna
I forgot
wake
about
up
that
or
part.
not.
Hmm.
Yeah. But it was just all, you know, seasoning for night two, so it was just more set up. It was just mostly set up for night two. So
I feel like this matchup could have been another SmackDown main event going into the pay-per-view back when they didn't split up the nights, honestly.
yeah.
Um just to give you guys a little bit of information. This night 1 main event was 44 minutes and 35 seconds. Night 2 main event 33 minutes and 25 seconds. Pretty wild. Moving on to night 2, Drew McIntyre defeating Seth Rollins for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And then fucking Damian Priest coming in to cash in his money in the bank because Drew McIntyre had a gloat and shove it in CM Punk's face, saying that he won. CM Punk gets pissed, takes off his cast, and starts beating the shit out of Drew McIntyre. That led to Damian Priest cashing in. Definitely a memorable night. Giving Damian Priest a WrestleMania moment, which was awesome. Um, I definitely like his whole matchup. The match itself, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre was pretty dope. Definitely brutal match. Seth Rollins was a formidable champion, the inaugural World's Heavyweight Champion, or for the new revamp championship. But yeah, definitely enjoyed it. We'll start things off with Warren. Warren, what do you think about this matchup?
I think you missed a lot. The entrances as well
Mhm.
was coming out.
It was pretty cool.
Seth whole parade of people, which takes forever. Them all high fiving. Um, what's his name? Pat McAfee
Yeah.
as they pass, and CM Punk just not liking Seth as well. We're seeing that it's great. This is also the beginning of Drew's and CM Punk's huge rivalry, which we know how that ends through
Mhm.
this year. Uh, it's really nice because this is the start of Drew and Damien's match this year for the street fight, and also when Damien was celebrating. It's nice seeing the Judgment Day happy for like the
Yeah.
last time
Yeah.
before it breaks apart. Um, it's like I feel like that trend is like little do they know 2 weeks from now they'll
Yeah.
never be together again. That type of deal. And also the emotional moment between Rollins and Drew, like
Mhm.
after the match, like you deserve this. Like even though seeing it and knowing he's gonna ruin the moment later, it was still nice
Yeah.
seeing it for Drew and just like really, well, like I really want him to become champion again. I want him. to be in the title reign.
I feel like that might happen sooner than later. Honestly, it kind of feels like it's setting up towards that direction for Drew. Honestly, we'll go with JT. JT, what did you think about this matchup?
Yeah, same. It was a good matchup. I wish Drew would have kept it longer, but we all knew that Damien had to catch it in sooner. But luckily Drew had his little moment for 5 minutes, and then they took it away from him, which sucks. But the match was solid. I liked it. Drew should be in the title run sooner or later, because he deserves it, and I think he's top tier.
Definitely has the look. Yeah, like I said, it kind of feels like that's a direction that might be going for Drew. Josh, what do you think about this matchup? Finish it off for us.
So like everybody said, it was a good match. It was good seeing Judgment Day come out to celebrate with Damian Priest, and also when Warren said that Seth told him, like, this is your moment, you deserve it, which makes sense because remember in 2020 we're in lockdown and he won it with no crowd.
Yeah.
So
they kept saying that.
Yeah. So it was like
Drew's never won a title in front of a crowd.
And it was cool because his wife was there. But then, knowing Drew, he's cocky. Even Punk told him, "Congrats, go to the back. You're gonna regret this." And what happened? He regretted it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Well, Punk told you." But yeah, it was a good match. Like also Warren said the entrances were cool. Seeing Seth Rollins, he goes all out on his entrances. He came out with like New Orleans colors and everything. The
Like
music, yep, everything was good. And it kind of also factored into the match from the night before because Seth was dealing with knee injury too, so
yeah,
that
that's
helped
true.
out.
I mean, if you think about it, technically he was in the last match right before this one. Also, one thing I forgot, like seeing it as like a year from now or a year later, I do say it sort of sucks that Damien didn't get a good title run. I feel like there was always something weird or wrong happening in all of his title defenses that just tainted his run a little bit.
Yeah. There's a lot of interference by CM Punk.
Yeah, or well, there was also the time where he didn't really kick out when he should have kicked out, and then it was just confusion. And then Drew's like, "I'm gonna cash in, even though this match should have been over." But don't worry about it. He just needs another run. That's all.
I'm excited for his run. Hopefully soon. Let's move on to, unless you guys have anything else you guys want to say about this matchup, we'll move on to an interesting group. The Pride, consisting of Bobby Lashley, Angela Dawkins, and Montez Ford, defeating the Final
What was
Testament.
the name?
The Pride.
The Pride.
Was not their name.
That was their name.
No, it was
Yes,
not.
yes, sir.
Never
it was.
heard of it. Did they say it at WrestleMania?
Yes, sir.
When it came out?
I don't know. I don't know. So
I think they did.
The Pride defeated Final Testament, with Bubba Ray Dudley being special guest referee. We had I want to say this may have been one of the final times both of these teams may have been together. We all know Bobby Lashley jumped the ship and went to AEW. We know that Karrion Kross and Scarlett are the only people in Final Testament that are left in the WWE in general. Aside from that, it was an okay match. It was 8 minutes and 35 seconds, so not much that happened. Maybe a spot fest. I don't necessarily remember too much about this. I do remember something interesting happened. Go ahead, Josh. What happened?
So what I remember is that they were trying to use the table for Bobby Lashley and it broke.
Thank you.
Before Bobby Lashley did the slam.
Karrion
Kross just was broke. And I was laughing because Bobby Lashley was like, "What do I do?" And they're like, "Get another table." They put another table on there, and he does it. But like you were saying, only Karrion Kross and his wife Scarlett are the only ones left from most of the people in that match.
Yeah.
Still, because Sea Profits are on SmackDown. Yeah, he's on Raw, right? Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
He's
Karrion Kross is on.
And Raw, and it's kind of crazy because they've been saying that his contract's almost done too. So they don't know if he's gonna resign again or go somewhere else.
Honestly, I think he should stay. I think there's still potential in his character. I like his character. I feel like he's a good, like, I don't know.
He's a good devil on the shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, there's something to that.
He's been turning everybody that's face to heel.
Yeah.
It didn't say they're gonna give him the push because they've seen how good he has been with his opponents and his matchup. They said that after WrestleMania they should be giving him a push. I don't know.
Hopefully that's true. I hope that's true.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I feel like they're always been dropping the ball with Karrion
Yeah.
Kross lately. Like he so much more. Like I do like what he's doing. Um, yeah, it's just funny. Like half these people just aren't here anymore in this match. But again, the one guy, the manager, he's like 70 years old. Like, yeah, it makes sense why he's not here anymore. It's like, yeah, just let him retire. That's fine. AOP didn't really care for them. Not gonna lie.
They're just a big group. They're big
Yeah.
guys.
I think Karrion Kross works better with just him and Scarlett.
Yeah.
Anyway. So
Yeah.
also B-Fabs on her own. I did
Mhm.
like the spot with her and Scarlett. They had a spot on the table.
Yeah.
Through a table, I should say. But speaking of the broken table, I was like, I did watch that part. It was funny because like when they had to go in to get another table, they just had to like move it over like Scarlett, who's just like dead, like through another table. They're like, don't mind us, we're just gonna get this. And even Montez just like take two basically
Yeah.
when he was on the ropes. It was, but I will say like it's a good match for what it is. It's the little filler match. That's all
For
you need. It's
the-
entertaining. We got Bubba Ray. There's
Yeah.
not really stakes. We don't really care too much, but it was entertaining. It was fun. And it was nice seeing Bobby Lashley just do something compared to like, last year's WrestleMania before that, where he just came out like, hi, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, so the
I was there for that.
Yeah, the previous WrestleMania, it was supposed to be against fucking Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And then RIP Bray Wyatt.
Mhm.
Before we move on to the next match, JT, give us your thoughts on this match.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Man, I don't think I watched it because I'm like, it's not nothing important to me. But I wish they would have done the group with Street Profit and Bobby to do something better and not just be like jobbers basically. Because I don't know, for some reason they always do something good with Bobby, like same thing with the Hurt Business. It was I think that was the good group, and then they fumbled. And it's actually the same thing with Bobby and the Street Profit. It was a good group, but they fumbled it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when this matchup was going on, I'm like, this really interests me because it's just all like basically all jobbers,
Mm.
because they
That's a good
technically
point.
were technically somewhat jobbers, So I'm just whatever. So I didn't watch it, but I knew who won it. I think it was Bobby, no?
Street Profits.
Yeah, Bobby,
The,
yeah, Bobby,
the
yeah.
Pride.
Yeah,
The Pride
yeah.
one.
The Pride.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Pride.
They were not called that.
They were the
Two things
Pride.
before
What's up?
leave this match. One, we forgot another important thing about this match. Snoop Dogg was commentary.
Oh yeah.
This
Snoop
whole match,
Dogg.
who had no idea what wrestling terms were and just like was saying stuff. And I'm really just like focused on Street Profits right now. I really love what they are right
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
Sort of heel. I feel like they're not technically, but they are also
On
at the same
edge.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just rude. Doesn't mean they're heels. I love that. I'm upset that they're not defending their titles
Yeah,
at WrestleMania. It's a Friday night show.
I have a theory about that, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we can.
Interesting.
If they're still gonna defend it on WrestleMania, then I hope you're right. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of, to go on this tangent right now, a lot of belts aren't being defended at WrestleMania this year, which is
Yep.
sort of unfortunate.
Mhm.
But that's really it. And before we also get to the next match, there was a little segment in between matches of Kayla interviewing Paul Heyman, and I just miss both like their whole thing.
Kayla. Oh yeah, Kayla.
Yeah.
Good fucking memory, dude. Let's go ahead and move on to LA Knight defeating AJ Styles. The thing I remember about this matchup was the lead up, and these guys like made sure you remembered that they were going to be on this match. there on this
Oh,
card.
I forgot about the lead up until like seeing this again. I'm like, all right, this is a good lead up.
They brawled in pressers where people usually just don't just necessarily brawl. They drew blood in the presser. They went at it on SmackDown. It was a great lead up. Both men.
LA Knight came to AJ's house.
Yeah.
Yes, he
and got arrested.
he stood on business. He took it to him. I like
He
that.
also disguised himself as like a cameraman or a worker.
Oh yeah, that's
as well.
right. Dude, I forgot about that. That's right.
It was in the care package.
Interesting. So Alien Knight, love that he defeated AJ Styles. I feel like this was a good push for Alien Knight. I feel like not necessarily a passing of the torch, but more of a rub, giving him the necessary push to like say like, oh, he's legitimate. He's a legitimate threat. And now we see him again WrestleMania this year defending his US championship. So yeah, that's my take on this matchup. We'll start things off with Warren. Warren, what do you think about this matchup?
I mean, I remember enjoying it. I sort of skipped this one rewatch because I was like, oh, it's just a grudge match. I remember more of it was the build up. And again, I remember at least it was nice seeing AJ get a good push after this until he got injured, unfortunately. But I'm glad he's also back now too. This also pushed LA Knight to the United States Championship division. I've been a huge sort of fan of LA Knight for a while now, so like I was excited that he got his win at WrestleMania. Especially, I was really upset that he wasn't there last year in LA.
Yeah, they dropped the ball.
Yeah, never gonna let that go. But no, it was a good match. It's funny how the next match is sort of in this match now. You can get these two matches like mixed up now. Like it just seems like it's the same. AJ's now in the same match, but now he's face instead of heel.
Yeah,
this year.
No, that's a good point. JT, what do you say about this matchup?
Yeah, same here with Warren. I kind of just skimmed through it. I was really focused on watching it because I feel like it could have been done in a SmackDown regular matchup, in SmackDown.
Yeah.
But who took the win? AJ, right?
No,
LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Even worse. No one I didn't watch it. But yeah, it was a decent match.
Okay. What about you, Josh? What do you say?
It was a good match. I'm kind of glad that AJ's not wearing those tight jeans no more. And then he finally brought back his old theme song.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot. I heard that theme song. I'm like, this is not there anymore. Thank God.
Yeah. Not a fan of that one.
And like Warren was saying, yeah, like AJ Styles in the same match with the person from the next match. Yeah. So I feel like if say for the predictions, I'm saying like if say Logan Paul wins, it's like also like the same thing. It's gonna happen for him. He's gonna get that push for like the US belt, even though I think he already had the IC belt before. So, or the other way around. He had one of those belts, but they'll probably push him more towards the championship belts, like the World Heavyweight or the other WWE Championship.
I'll say this right now. I don't want to see Logan Paul with the top tier fucking title. He can go ahead and have a mid card. A mid card title is a bit too good for him, in my opinion. I'm not a Logan Paul fan. He can wrestle. I'll give him that. He can wrestle.
Should give him the 24/7 champion, bro. He deserves that one.
Perfect. Give him a fucking toy.
Yeah. He's good. He's a good fighter, but yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
I just think of the West Mantooth meme from Anchorman when it comes to Logan Paul. I hate you with every fiber of my bones, but goddamn do I respect you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely spot on. Speaking of the piece of shit, Logan Paul, at the time the champion, the United States champion, defeating Kevin Owens and Randy Orton with a little help of I Show Speed. I forgot this fucker was in this one too. Yeah. And this guy has been getting hurt by the WWE for a while now, and and you know what? I'll take it. If I was in his position, Gladly. Be a part of the show. Hell yeah. I envy Speed. But awesome, funny little moments there that I remember. He was the guy in the drink thing,
The
right?
Prime.
Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I remember fucking homeboy Logan Paul fucking up, right? He almost botched the move. That's all I really remember. I honestly I don't like that he won, that he kept his title. I understood why. I was kind of pulling for Randy Orton in this matchup to capture the title because I wanted to see him with the title again. But yeah, that's where I ended with that one. We'll start things off with Josh. Josh, what do you think about this matchup?
So this match I liked a lot. Kind of reminded me of the match the year before with Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew, that triple threat. Kind of gave
Yeah,
me like those kind of vibes of the match. Like you said, seeing what's his name, ISP, whatever his name is,
I show speed.
uh, actual speed. Seeing I think Randy kick him in the chest and he falls down and he starts pulling him. And you see his face like, no, leave me alone. And then Randy just flips him on the table. Every time Randy does that, it makes me laugh because it reminds me when he did it to the Singh brothers. One of them landed wrong on their neck. Um, I thought literally it would have been Randy or KO because they were both double teaming. But like you said, I think also in the match, didn't security stop one of Logan Paul's friends coming in?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Possibly.
he was like, he's like, I'm with him. He's like, he's with me, and I guess he gave him the knuckles, and that's how he won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was an entertaining
Oh
match.
yeah, that was his thing. But yeah.
JT, what about you, man? Tell us what you thought.
I mean, yeah, that's why he's a piece of shit because he's a bad knuckles. You know what I mean? It only makes perfect sense. But the match was, I think it was good. What's his name? Yeah, I show speed. Like I made it even funnier and still getting speared the next for Royal Rumble with Braun. That shit's crazy. That shit was funny as hell, man. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a good fight. I wish Randy would have won it. He deserved his belt, but you know, it is what it is. He's gonna get his belt soon, hopefully soon.
We shall see. Hopefully, I'd love to see him with another title before he retires for sure.
Yeah.
Warren, give us your thoughts and finish it up for us.
I guess I was the only one who was rooting for KO for this one. I thought it was gonna be like him and Sam were both gonna get another like celebration moment. Like you won last night, I won because like Sammy also was there before KO came out, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did like how who had the golf cart? Like someone drove in with a golf cart. Either Randy drove in and KO got on, or KO drove in and Randy got on, and they just drove to the ring together.
I think it was KO driving Randy. I think. I remember.
Yeah, because like it didn't make more sense. Like it'd be weird if Randy was like, I just decided to drive a golf cart. Like that seems out of character for you, Randy. But I remember he did get on like with KO, and they were teaming together, which I liked. Until eventually they just weren't, and they're like, we just want to go. Which I'm like, oh man, this could have been a good starting seeds for this year's WrestleMania match. But unfortunately, life happens. KO can't get it. Yeah, like it's oh man, rewatching parts of this like really made me upset that we're not getting KO versus RKO this year. I think I knew Logan was gonna win. Like he's been losing every wrestle sort of almost WrestleManias a lot. So I was like, let's give him one to keep him quiet. If there's a triple threat, KO and Randy can interfere with each other so they don't technically lose to Logan Paul 1-on-1. And he still gets the belt, which he eventually loses to LA Knight, which is I also liked better, like him losing it then. But yeah, no, it was a triple threat match with three great athletes.
Yeah.
The wrong kid. One.
No, yeah.
I thought you could say the wrong kid died.
Well, that was a reference, but I was gonna say.
Oh, good shit, guys. Moving on to the next matchup. Bayley defeating Io Sky and getting revenge after being booted out of Damage Control. Capturing the WWE Women's Championship. Love that Bayley won. Love that she got her revenge on Io Sky. Did she do like a special entrance? I don't remember.
Yeah, she was being carried out.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. She did.
This was also the first time we heard her new music that
Yeah.
she's been using this year, which isn't that great, let's be honest.
Oh,
Her old music was better.
No, not a fan of this one. This one kind of sounds like it could have been Lyra Valkyria's song for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't fit her. I agree. It doesn't.
That's
fit
why
her.
they're teaming together, because they keep getting confused. Like, is this your music or is it my music? Whatever.
It's both. We'll start things off with Warren. Warren, tell us about Bailey's matchup here. What do you?
I remember loving this match. I remember going into it super excited because Bailey's fresh win off of Royal Rumble, the time being the longest person in a Royal Rumble for the women's. The storyline of how Damage Control sort of betrayed her turning from heel to face again. The match itself was great. The thing that's really disappointing the most in retrospect is her run with the title wasn't that good. Same with sort of like Damian Priest. Like, it feel like they didn't know what to do with it once she got the title. And I still feel like no one knows what to do with Bailey right now, even up to WrestleMania like this year.
Yeah.
Like, her whole year since then has just been like, she's here. We don't really know what to do with her, which is a shame because I feel like they're just utilizing Bailey a lot.
Do you feel like Bailey is best used when she's used as heel? I feel
Not
like
necessarily.
I feel like she does her best work as a heel, man.
Go back to the hugger face.
Really interesting.
No. No. The hugger face and that's just annoying, bro. I mean, y'all still gonna hate me because I don't like Bailey.
Oh
either,
my God, JT, come on,
man, what are you talking about, man?
Tell me.
I just don't.
Do you hate fun?
No, let me ask. Do you hate cakes?
Exactly.
I mean, that is true, but dude, I just can't, dude. The way she wrestles, I just don't like the way she wrestles. Her finisher move, that little hug thing, I'm like, bro, what is that? Dog.
The Bailey to Bailey.
I just
I'll
don't know,
admit that
something about her like irks me, bro.
Her Rose Plant's better.
Yeah.
The Rose Plant is better. I was about to say, what is her new fucking finisher name? I'll give you this. Her early years were that. There were early years. She was green. She was discovering her moveset and who she was. So yeah, she was gonna be an annoying character, just like you see in NXT. A lot of these people who are barely starting off, but where she is now, like she's a full on like, what was it, locker room leader. She's respected in the back. She's had awesome matches. You can definitely appreciate her matches from time to time. But yeah, definitely Bailey all day. Hell yeah.
I feel like she was like another Sasha and another Charlotte, where they give her so many opportunities and then she always winning. So I think that's why I'm not like a big fan of her. Same thing with Charlotte and same thing with Sasha Banks. And they were just giving her opportunities. They're always winning. I'm just like, dude, winning celebrate's gonna win. And like now with Becky Lynch, when she actually won the SmackDown champion, the first ever, like she earned it. And she wasn't like these other three girls that were just always winning belts and belts and belts for no reason. Exactly right now with Charlotte she won the Royal Rumble and then she's handling WrestleMania. Like, bro, like what were you doing?
No, I agree with you on the Charlotte angle on that end.
But to be fair, that's the point of Royal Rumble.
True. To your point, it does feel like after a while, if the same person has the title, it becomes stale. The story becomes stale. You don't want to watch the product. So I understand your point on that end, but for the most part, I feel like going back to Bailey, I'm trying not to give too much of what's happening this year because we're not on that topic yet, but I can see them at least trying to continue her own personal storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not just leaving her in the back like Nia Jax. Because Nia Jax, it just feels like, all right, you have the title now, be the big bad. All right, now go in the back.
Yeah.
You know, she feels like that's all she's used for, as a big bad jobber, kind of sometimes. I'm glad that Bayley's not there. Go ahead, Josh.
I was gonna say that she also won the first, I guess, reiteration of the Queen of the Ring
True.
this past year, Nia. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I get what you're saying with her, but
no. Zelina Vega won the first Queen of the Ring.
No, I'm talking
he
like,
he meant last
like
year's. He misspoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, she wasn't the first.
No, like a new reiteration because they got this year they did both King and Queen. So like, to me, it's like a new tournament. So it's like a redo. Like it's always a rebooted tournament. So
I see.
yeah.
Did I get your thoughts, Josh, on the match already?
Oh no, not yet.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say like I like the Bailey's entrance, kind of Egyptian style, and she also was dealing with a knee injury too during the match because the EO was going after that knee left and right, like it was rice and food mixing her up. I literally thought Io was gonna win because she had so many finishers on Bailey. I was like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. But when you see Bailey win, I went crazy. I was like, hell yeah, she won. I was like, I was going crazy because she won. Um, and like you were saying, like going to this year now, like with this year they weren't using Bailey that much. I was loving the storyline between her and Rosanna Perez.
Exactly. I thought they were gonna do that match.
Yeah, and
what the
then
fuck?
she's back at NXT and Bailey's just like I'm tag teaming now with Lyra, and then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a random. That's a random tag team right
Talk
there, man.
about-
I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, JT, go ahead and give us your thoughts. I got your thoughts on this matchup already, right? Yeah, you said your
Oh
thought.
yeah, I think yeah. I just said I hate Bailey.
Yes, that's right. Let's go ahead and move
that really
on.
sums up everything.
Let's move on to the main event of WrestleMania last year, which was Cody Rhodes finishing the story, defeating Roman Reigns, capturing the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Talk about fucking cameos. Fucking Undertaker comes out. The Rock comes out. Stone Cold come out? No.
He was supposed to.
I wish that would have
Yeah,
happened.
you're right. He was
Undertaker
supposed to
came out instead.
Cena comes out?
Cena does come out.
Cena comes out to help Cody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before he turned fucking heel.
Dope.
I thought they were gonna pull a fast one again and not give us the Cody win for like a hot second. I was like, you motherfuckers, you really are gonna do this, aren't you? Yeah, fucking Solo came out. They almost did the thing from the previous main event. It had me all fucked up emotionally. I love that Cody won, finished the story. His mom was out there in the front. He gave her the title afterwards, which was an awesome moment to see. But yeah, let's start things off with Warren. Warren, give us your thoughts on this matchup.
I mean, what's there to say really that probably has been said to death for all year. It was great seeing Cody finish the story. Like I said, I would have been furious if they didn't, because it just wouldn't make sense. Like, why would, like, I know they sort of wanted originally Rock and Roman, but it just wasn't there, especially with Cody winning, though I'm sure he wasn't supposed to win since it was supposed to originally be CM Punk. So that whole snowball butterfly effect of happening. But I'm glad we got here again. I remember really loving the match. Taker was sort of spoiled for me I remember because my Peacock was like 30 seconds behind, and someone texted me like, "Oh my God, Taker!" And I'm like, I wonder what's gonna happen. So that was a little annoying. But first world problems. No, I don't know. It's like we knew it was gonna be a big finish, especially with being a tribal rules. Like we had to have like the whole Avengers style ending. Seeing everyone at the end celebrating, like I remember also just like LA Knight just being there sort of like randomly. It's like, I know you're a face, but like I don't really think you. I mean, I guess you did have issues with Roman too, so just like everyone was there, just nice. Though like how half of them are gonna betray Cody
Yeah,
later in the year. It's always fun too.
good call on that one. Um, anything else before we move on to JT?
Though I guess also Cody sort of not as much, but suffers the same thing that Bailey and I feel like Damian had once they won the title. We didn't really know what to do with them for a little bit. Like sometimes we did, sometimes I'm like, I guess Cody's just gonna do a tag team match with someone else instead of
Mhm.
defend the title.
I would have enjoyed more of a defense as well. A more memorable matchup, especially if they go with John Cena title run in this WrestleMania. Um, if it is that Cody Rhodes loses this at WrestleMania, yeah, it would feel really stale. Like it would just feel like a big commercial for this year's WrestleMania main event. Um, which would kind of suck, especially for Cody for this to be the finishing of the story. Yeah, it would really suck. JT, give us your thoughts.
I think it was good overall, like what Warren said. I think the MVP of that match was Seth Rollins, just like a workhorse man, just working night one and then still pulling off and still getting his ass beat. Just he gets up, gets his ass beat, gets up, gets his ass beat. And you seen when Roman hits him with the chair, that's like damn, he was holding that shit in.
Yeah,
Um, but I think overall everything was good. Cody deserved to win. It has to be because if not, it would, like you said, it wouldn't make sense if he didn't win. But yeah, man, overall it was good. I liked the match. It was cool. Sucks that Roman had to lose, but we had that happen eventually. So luckily it was with Cody and not The Rock.
yeah, very
Also,
true.
I remember them announcing that he officially beat like Hulk Hogan's record that
Yeah.
day. So like,
Nice.
yeah, fuck
Hell
Hulk
yeah.
Hogan.
Hell yeah, dude. Good shit. Good memories. I'm sorry, Warren. Give us your thoughts and finish it up
I
for
heard
us.
it. It's Josh for you, from what I
Josh,
got.
thank you, Josh. Give us your thoughts and finish it up for us.
So
Clearly,
my
you don't listen to
thoughts,
my thoughts.
my my thoughts. The match was great. Like it was to me, it was like a cameo galore. Theme song on the theme song after theme song after theme song. And I liked when Seth came out to the Shield theme song. I was like, oh hell yeah! I was like, wait a minute. My imagination went off like, what if Dean Ambrose comes back?
Yeah, a lot of people were thinking that. I'm like, bro, why would he come out? Like that's
Yeah.
as far.
Yeah, I had that go through my mind. And then, like you said, you see pieces of John Cena at the end looking at Cody with the belt, but also you had Solo and Roman breaking a little bit up there because Solo tells him, "Hurry it up, finish it already," and Roman's like, "I know, I know." So you see the seeds being put there.
I like that.
Um, what else? Like you said with Seth coming behind with the chair and hitting Roman. Um, seeing Undertaker come out, seeing The Rock come out, seeing John Cena come out, seeing the Usos have a little better 20-second match than the match the day
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Um, it was crazy because when John Cena came out, that was the first time we saw him since he lost to Solo the year before.
True. Very true. Um, fucking awesome night of memorable WrestleMania XL, aka WrestleMania 40. Now we have reached WrestleMania 41.
I got one more thing.
Ooh,
If
what's up?
Austin would have showed up
Oh
instead of
god damn.
Undertaker, it would have
Oh
it would
yeah,
have stole the show. It would
My
have stole the show
mind.
Yeah.
completely.
That would have been dope.
But it was Undertaker, my bro. It didn't make sense with Undertaker, The Rock. Yeah, it did. But
No.
if it was Austin, dude,
That would have
the
been dope.
game over. Like,
You
yeah, man.
you could also tell Taker was the last choice because Taker's just in sweater.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just in a black sweater. He's like, I'm here. It's like,
no,
Take
it's
it.
funny
all
because
right.
I heard the interview. He said he had just got to this arena and they asked him, "Can you do it?" He's like, "Do I have to?" They're like, "Well, if this doesn't come through, yeah." Then when they couldn't pick him up, the Undertaker said he was already like, 5 beers deep and 3 whiskey shots in. So it was like,
Damn.
okay, they
Let's
made
go.
him run to the ring before. I was like, great.
You guys saw the video when him running with the guards
Yeah.
at night. You see him just running. I'm like, bruh, like, come on, man. But if Austin would have showed up, man, that shit would have just the arena would have exploded.
Yeah.
And it would have made more sense, man. I wish we could have seen that. That shit would be dope. But
I
that's what
agree.
it is.
Might happen this year.
It might happen. You never know.
I mean, I guess it's still big. I'm like, why would it make sense? I'm like, right, The Rock's still there.
The Rock is still there. The final
Does
boss.
Stone Cold hate Cena? I'm like, no, it's The Rock still. Is The Rock going to be there? And I keep there like, they're like,
He will.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, most
He's the one
likely.
like pulling Cena's strings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, guys, we've reached WrestleMania 41. Now we're going to be looking at night 1, April 19th. Starting things off with Gunther, champion, world's heavyweight champion, versus Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso. I'm fucking hoping Jey Uso wins. A lot of people are saying that he might not win. A lot of people online hate that he's getting the title shot. Fuck that. Jey Uso for the win. Title shot. Hell yeah. We'll go with Josh. Josh, who do you think is going to win this matchup?
Who do you think? Yeet.
God damn it.
No, Jey Uso has to win, man. Especially that Gunther made it personal now by taking out his brother.
Oh, man.
You know, injuring
Brutal.
him, grabbing his blood and licking his hand too. I was like, what the hell is that, Gunther? But it's showing that, you know, he's helping Gunther get over more.
Yeah.
Because he's main event, but people are getting like, oh, he does his yeet. But now he has a personal rivalry right now with Gunther that's gonna elevate him to be better.
I can see that. I can see that definitely happening for him. JT, who you picking for this matchup?
it's the same thing with Sami against Gunther. I want Gunther to win it. You know, like I said, Jay, I don't know, man. Like, I don't see. I mean, probably I will see him in the long run to be a world champion,
Uh-huh.
but he's gonna be Sami. Sami, I think Sami deserves a title shot for him to have it instead of Jay. If that makes sense.
You'd rather
Like, you
see
never see
Sami with
Sami
the title.
Yeah, then instead
Okay.
of Jay. If I had no choice to choose, I would have chose Sami. Let's just say.
Interesting.
But I don't know, man. I mean, everybody likes Jay because he does that E thing. He's cool, it's catchy. But do I really want to see him as the world champion? I don't think so. I think I want Gunther to keep, have it and lose to somebody that's kind of worth, the opponent, as in
Interesting.
like Drew, Sheamus, Seth, Pete Dunne, like I said. No, what's his name now? Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
his
still
name now.
he's back to Pete Dunne.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't dare call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the other name? Butcher,
Butch.
Butcher or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want Gunther to keep the title. But we all know that Jay's gonna win it.
We shall see. You never know. We never know. Warren, give us your prediction for this matchup.
I mean, I'm going with Jay too, as well. It makes sense storyline wise. He's been defeated by Gunther so many times before. It seems like it'd be a waste to do it again, especially after like a Royal Rumble win. I don't mind seeing Gunther lose the title because I don't think he needs a long run like he did with the IC title. I think he's going to get the championship back again sometime. I don't see him not ever gain the championship back. I'd like to see him do something without a championship, see where he goes there. Maybe check in on Kaiser. I don't know how he's doing. Like,
Bro, he's doing good, man, with Tiffany, bro.
yeah. Well, also what happened to the third guy? I mean, I know he got kicked out a while ago, but I remember him coming back for like 2 seconds, losing in 2 seconds, and then leaving in 2 seconds.
Yeah, they laid him off, no? I think.
No, he got cut.
I think.
Yeah,
He did get cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he was good too. He was a good wrestler.
Yeah, he was
I
just
don't know.
not giving good gimmicks.
No.
Yeah, I guess not, dude.
Especially that new one where he's like, I'm Italian. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
What else?
Italian.
Italian. All right.
Hell yeah.
Do you like hobbies? Italian.
Italian.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
But no. Nah, nothing. I was gonna say like I think the other thing was like, where's Sheamus, by the way? Has anyone seen
Yeah.
Sheamus?
Good point.
Yeah. My
Good
boy
point.
Sami.
No, I don't know where Sheamus is. Hopefully he's not injured. Hopefully he's
Yeah.
they just don't have anything for him. Let's go ahead
Burger
and
after burger after burger, bro.
oh no, no burger after burger for fucking Sheamus. Give him something to do. Moving on to the next matchup of the night. It is War Raiders champions taking on New Day, Evil New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. I would love the Evil New Day to capture the titles here. I feel like, yeah, we've seen the New Day with titles. We haven't seen the Evil New Day with titles. I'd like to see that. Personal opinion, we'll start things off with Warren. Warren, what do you think about this matchup?
I want to go with Evil New Day as well. It'll also make their turn mean more as well because they at least got the championship back by turning evil. I would love to do a really bold prediction and say if they I feel like this goes like a win or lose. I want to see I think Big E's gonna make an appearance.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
I don't know. I don't know if he's cleared yet or not. If he's cleared, I would love to see him also turn heel and go back to the New Day. Like you think he's going to like help the War Raiders and like that, but
Yeah.
like he's like, no, guys, you were right. I was a dick, and just beats up the War Raiders, and they're like, yeah, all's forgiven, but we all hate them.
Yeah.
Or he comes and screws over New Day to
Yeah.
help the War Raiders
I hope that
win.
happens.
But I want New Day to win. I feel like they deserve another moment, especially since they've been really hot with their heel turn
Yeah.
right now.
No, a good point on that one. I honestly forgot about Big E. Him being added to this would be interesting depending on how that plays out. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. JT, who you picking up in this matchup?
I think this match we're all gonna agree together, which is good now.
Yeah.
I want, of course, New Day to win it. This new heel thing is makes sense. I kind of like them like that. They look pretty badass. But I just don't understand why the Raw tag team is on WrestleMania card, but not the SmackDown. You know, it should have been both of them. You know, they could have done something. I feel like the SmackDown tag team is right now is a little bit more better than the Raw, like with War Raiders and New Day,
Yeah.
and they have like they could have done like a ladder match. Let's just say they could have still the show like that. But I wish both titles were defended in WrestleMania. But
I could
you know.
I could see the reason they're thinking is like, oh, if it'll be on SmackDown, it's basically like night one of WrestleMania, and two and three is the actual one. So we'll treat SmackDown with more gravitas by putting those belts on the line then. But I agree. I'd rather see them be defended at WrestleMania as well. Um, Same with like I wish we could see a United States Championship, women's United States Championship match be defended with two wrestlers clearly feuding right now for the belt. That could work it, but instead we're getting a triple threat tag team match between Chelsea Green and her group, which I love, against Zelina and who are those other two girls? The party girls, like
Oh yeah, Katana, and I don't know what her another name is.
yeah.
Same
Like
thing with
again,
what's the name of Valkyrie too. Like her tag team with Bailey.
yeah.
She has a belt.
Yeah, no. That I feel like that's gonna be a whole discussion when we get to that match for the card. So I'm saving it for that. But I wish we were seeing both tag team defended as well.
Yeah.
Josh, give us your thoughts and who are you picking on this matchup?
Well, it's gonna be a clean sweep. We're all going for the New Day. Like Warren and JT said that they should include the SmackDown tag team belts because there's more of a storyline between those four teams than the match between War Raiders and the New Day.
Right.
And that could be the moment that you probably have a pretty deadly win at WrestleMania, even if it's for a night, loses the next night. It'll give them that moment.
Yeah.
But like I said, I have a theory that SmackDown match that's gonna be the tag team belts. There's gonna be interference. That's gonna cost them maybe, hopefully, put on WrestleMania. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Hopefully that happens.
Interesting. You never know. Nothing's set in stone until the day comes. Interesting. That'd be pretty cool. I like that swerve.
Do we want to do a quick prediction if we think that match is gonna happen?
Go ahead.
Like, are you thinking it's going to be the 4 teams of, or is it going to be 5 of
It's
Pretty
pretty
Deadly?
DIY.
Yeah,
DIY.
yeah, DIY and Street Profits.
Street
Yes, for-
Profits.
And then
Los
Garza.
well, no,
Garza.
I feel like they're
Four.
they're in their own little destruction
Yeah.
thing. So I think maybe between those 4.
Yeah, those are the only ones that would make sense, in my opinion. Too.
Yeah. I want between those 4 teams. In my heart, oh god, it's hard to choose. I like honestly. Someone else choose first. I don't want to choose first.
I was like, you're picking Pretty Deadly, aren't you?
I'll go
No,
first.
I want to. That's my heart. But like my head, I'm like, Street Profits.
So for me, I would want Pretty Deadly to win, not just because it's the year before they announced a tag team match and weren't even in a match. This year they're in a match. You know, it's a little full storytelling for them that we were just on the screen. This time we're in a match and we won the belts. That would be for me if they go to WrestleMania.
Good point. What about you, JT?
I feel like Pretty Deadly as well. They haven't held the belt, and the other 3 tag teams they have. So having them win it, it would be a good memorable for them. So yeah, Pretty Deadly, man.
No, I thought of the team that's actually going to win. It is going to be a 5, and it's going to be The Miz and Carmelo.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
They're gonna.
You're right. What was the name?
No.
They made a name.
God, what it's terribly awesome.
Something
That's not their
Mellow?
name, but like it's something like Carmelo don't miss.
Maz.
Or something.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
that's what it is.
Mellow don't miss. Mellow don't miss.
Mellow
don't
Miz.
miss, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god. Hilarious.
They're gonna win.
Random tag team too, man.
We
Random.
also
Yeah,
have
that is.
the Motor City Machine
I did
Guns.
not see
I
that
forgot
shit
about
coming.
them. Yeah,
I
if
can
it's-
sort of see it them being the.
if this turns into like a ladder match, which I fucking hope it does, yeah, I'd love the Motor City Machine Guns to win this shit. That'd be dope. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Did I get everyone's predictions? I think so. All right. Moving on to Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I kind of a little disappointed that they changed El Grande Americano's I'm not sure if this is real or not, but did they change his like hailing from the Gulf of America to the Gulf of Mexico?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
I'm gonna have to pay attention. I like that they have it as America because it puts like a more evil tone onto El Grande Americano. I hope that they keep it that way. And I hope Rey Mysterio wins in this one, and as he wins, unmasks to show that it's fucking Chad finally. That's just my hopes. We'll start things off with Josh. Josh, who do you think was gonna win?
I'm thinking that El Gran Americano is gonna win.
Yeah.
Just go with the heel thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I have a funny feeling that something screwy is gonna happen, where he unmasks him. It's not him, and he comes from the back, and that's how he wins the match. It knocks out Rey Mysterio.
Interesting. Interesting. I like this little swerve. What about you, JT? Who do you think is gonna win?
Same with Josh. But I do feel like Ray could pull out the mask, and then it's Chad. Everyone knew it's Chad, and then do a little pin on him. What is that? When they
The old school.
turn them in.
Oh, the
Yeah,
when
when the,
what is it called?
roll
yeah,
pin?
we got a little roll
Surprise roll.
Yeah,
roll
Yeah.
up, roll up.
yeah, there you go. And then get that W. So I mean, I want Americano to win, but I think Ray's gonna take the W.
All right. What about you, Warren? Who do you think is gonna win up this matchup?
I think it's gonna be Ray as well. I feel like this is and I feel like people have been saying this for the past 3 years. Like I think this is gonna be Ray's last WrestleMania. So like let's give him a win. He's been going for a long time. Now like it's
Yeah.
like we don't want to see him go past his prime like Ric Flair.
True. I'll give you that.
But no, I could see it being where technically Chad starts the match, but somewhere in between there's like a switcheroo. So when Ray
Yeah.
wins and unmask him, it's just someone else, and Chad's like,
Oh,
"See, not me."
Well, me.
that would be funny.
But or maybe they're gonna unmask Ray and just be a complete
Oh my fucking god.
disrespect to him as well, because clearly we're just pissing on this whole tradition of lucha wrestling right now anyway with this arc. So why not go full in?
That'd be horrible. I'm not sure if
I'm
you
afraid this is
guys
not a mask versus match.
right? That'd be interesting. Um, Yo, if they switch this shit up on Friday and make this a mask versus mask, that would be fucking hilarious. Um, but yeah, it should be Ray that wins, and the whole masking thing should happen. Love it. Next up is Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I want to say this is the revenge match. No, grudge match. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. The grudge match. Revenge grudge match. I kind of wish that this was a street fight or something like a bit more impactful rather than just a singles match. But yeah, most likely it's gonna be Jade conquering and winning this matchup for sure. We'll start things off with Josh. Josh, who do you think is gonna win this matchup?
Naomi.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm going with Naomi. I'm going with Naomi.
Damn.
I'm going with Naomi because I feel like she's gonna have Jade's number for WrestleMania, but Jade's gonna win the rematch at Backlash.
I like it. That's good. I like it. It makes sense. It would make sense. JT, what about you?
Nah, I'm going for Jade.
Hell yeah.
Just Jade, dude. I
Just
feel like
Jade.
she needs her revenge back. She shouldn't kick your ass, and that's it, dude.
All right. Hell yeah. What about you, Warren? Who do you think is gonna win this matchup?
I think it's gonna be Jade. I want it to be Naomi. I'm rooting for Naomi. But it makes, again, story wise, it makes sense for Jade to get it. You know, coming back from being thrown into a car,
Yeah.
and just not telling anyone what happened to you for who knows for how long. It makes sense for her to win. I'm trying to think if there'd be any interference or anything like tomfoolery from anyone.
Bianca turns
so,
heel.
Maybe.
Bianca's focusing on her own thing. It would make no sense for Bianca to even worry about this match. She has her own thing she has to focus on, so I don't see her coming in. Same with the tag team champions. There's no reason for them to interfere, so I don't think we're gonna get interference. So I think we're gonna get Jade.
I listening to your guys' nominations there. I picked Jade, but now I kind of wish I kind of want to go with Naomi just because I like the evil Naomi that's being presented right now. I forgot about the promos that she's been doing on SmackDown. But yeah, most likely it is going to be Jade. Moving on to the next matchup, LA Knight champion versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. You know me, man. I'm a big fucking Jacob Fatu stan over here. Big ol' fan. I'm going for Jacob. Hell yeah. We'll start things off with Warren. Warren, who are you choosing in this matchup?
As much as I love LA Knight, I think Jacob's gonna win.
Hell yeah.
As well. He's got the momentum. Unless Solo and Tonga interfere and screw him over again, and it's really the blow up of the bloodline, and LA Knight wins because of that.
Damn.
I think, yeah, Jacob's getting the United States belt.
Good point there, Warren.
Which I'm all for.
Hell yeah. What about you, JT? Who do you think is going to win this matchup?
Yeah, I'm the same with Warren. I want Jacob to win it. But I feel like it's too soon for him to win. And having LA Knight beat Jacob is gonna, make him look good. But I feel like they're gonna keep it with LA Knight and have Solo come out and interfere with Jacob, and Jacob's gonna get mad, and then he's gonna cost him the match.
Yeah.
But of course, I want Jacob to win it. I want Jacob to win it. So
Yeah. All right. What about you, Josh? Who do you think is going to win this matchup?
Jacob. Jacob's gonna win. I feel like Jacob Fatu's might kind of squash LA Knight because
I
the
don't
way
think it's
he
gonna be a squash.
well, not like you know how some squash matches last like 30 seconds. I'll probably last like 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
But mostly Jacob doing mostly the offense on him, and I can see after that LA Knight coming back to try to win the match for being underdog.
Interesting. I would damn, I didn't consider the solo equation there. Yeah, the solo factor, I mean. Yeah, dude, I think that might happen. I think we might just get the LA Knight winning. I hope Jacob wins. I would love to see him with the title. It's been a year, I think, now since him being in the WWE.
Less than that.
Less than that, a little less than a year.
He didn't debut like right after WrestleMania, I don't think, did he?
No, I think it was like around
Like
Backlash. Like
two.
after Backlash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also, it was also it wasn't him right away either. He was like the last person to show up for the bloodline.
Mm.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I could see it might be a little bit early then. Interesting. All right then, let's go ahead and move on to the next matchup. Did I get everyone's pick? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just missing JT.
Is he still still here?
What's up, JT? Are you still here? I might be out. Let's take a quick little respite. Unless you guys want to keep going and he'll just pop in once he's ready.
I mean, we can keep going. At least just get our predictions for the next one.
Yeah, let's start.
And
Let's
see if
do
he's back.
Yeah, let's do that. Just because I'm seeing the runtime for this episode, and I think this one might be a 2-hour one. So let's go ahead and keep it going then. Moving on to Tiffany Stratton versus Champion versus Charlotte Flair. Ugh. I want to see the passing of the torch for Tiffany Stratton. I feel like that might be the case, but I also feel like they're gonna give it to Charlotte. I'm picking Tiffany. I'm gonna go with Tiffany. Josh, who are you picking?
Tiffany time, man.
Tiffany time.
Because I for surely don't want Charlotte to win. If she wins, is they're gonna give it to her just because what's going through her real life. That's why she won the Rumble. That's why she's probably gonna win the belt, but she's not. So come on, Tiffany. You're the future of most of these women wrestling right now, and she has to win.
Agreed. What about you, JT? Who do you think is gonna win this matchup between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair? We can't hear you. No, so yeah. All right, we'll get JT's prediction in next. For now, we'll go with Warren. Warren, who are you picking in this matchup?
I mean, I'm going with Tiffany Stratton too. I know. Do we want to talk about like what happened on SmackDown?
Yeah,
with,
go ahead. Definitely.
Like how that whole they suspended Charlotte for attacking Tiffany at the one. I know how like it seemed like it was real, but I don't know, when Charlotte showed up after Tiffany's match with Roxanne, and Tiffany didn't really fight back from getting attacked from Scarlett from the audience. I feel like it's definitely a work.
Yeah.
The way Tiffany's like, oh, I guess I'll just let you grab me and throw me into stuff. I'm like, if this was real, there's no way she would just be like so casual about Charlotte attacking her. But I don't know. I think I hope it's Tiffy. I feel like the reason they put the match between her and Roxanne is to help build up Tiffy as well.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I was like, no one wants Charlotte to win. Like, no one.
Like, I want Charlotte. I don't want Charlotte to win. I want Charlotte to lose, but I also want it to be like a good match too. I don't want her to phone it in. Which it's not. She's been accused of it in the past before, but I hope that doesn't count. I hope that doesn't show up because she's been out for a while, So hopefully she
It's happening
comes
to my
back.
screen.
I'm fixing it. 1 second. I'm fixing it. Fix the name. Bam. All right. I'm not sure if I know.
I
One
still
second.
see some of me
1 second. 1 second.
down below.
And then JT. I'm not sure what happened to JT. Hopefully he'll be back.
You have to restart.
So boom. For now,
You had to
we'll.
restart
Oh, he sent a
his
text.
computer.
Oh, okay.
No, he sent a chat in the
Oh,
Zoom.
I did
Let
not
me
see it.
reset it.
1 second. I don't have the Zoom up. 1 sec. Okay. Very well. He's gonna reset. For now, we'll go ahead and keep him there for now. All right. We'll move on. We'll get his pick when he gets back. Okay. Moving on to Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. You guys already know what I think. I think it's gonna be Seth Rollins picking up the win with a Paul Heyman help. I called it. I'm calling it again right now. It's gonna happen. Seth Rollins is gonna be a Paul Heyman guy, and he's gonna betray both CM Punk and Roman because they used him. They used him like a pawn to between their little scheme. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. Warren, go ahead. I see you. I see you. What you got?
I just it doesn't. Paul betraying Roman and CM Punk to Seth, I just feel like doesn't make sense. I feel like maybe there's what they're trying to do. Though I wanted to bring this up. I kept forgetting to like last week. The whole Seth saying like, "Oh, you owe me a favor because I didn't stomp you." That's not how favors work. All right. That is, I can't just go up to you, threaten to shoot you, go like, "Oh, didn't do it. You owe me now."
You owe me a favor
Like,
now. I didn't kill
not
you.
how favors work. I see Seth just doing it. Also, just even last year, rewatching WrestleMania, Heyman going, "I hate that music" to Seth Rollins. I think that's still legit. I think that's a true thing. It's just I don't know. I don't see Paul Heyman willingly betraying those two for Seth. Maybe accidentally, maybe it like everyone will think he did it, but like I don't think Paul Heyman, he might betray the tribal chief now because of Raw, what happened on Raw, but I don't see him betraying Punk. And I think Punk is actually going to win. That is my prediction.
Interesting.
Both. I'm just on the screen twice. There we go. Of both of the triple threat match between Roman, Seth, and Punk.
All right. Interesting prediction there. Interesting. JT, can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me now?
A little bit,
Sort
yeah.
of?
It sounds a little muffled.
Yeah, same here. I don't know why.
That'll do. Go ahead and give us your prediction for Stratton versus Charlotte, and give us your prediction afterwards for Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, so going for the women's champion, I want Charlotte to win it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Charlotte, so but it will make Tiffany look good for herself when she beats Charlotte. So I'm going for Tiffany all day. Now going for the triple threat. Man, I want Roman to win, but I don't think he's going to win it. And I want Seth to win, but I don't think he's going to win it. I think Cimpa's going to win it. But it would be kind of cool if Paul is the reason why Seth wins.
Let me just stop you right there because you missed this. I've been calling this for the last 2 episodes. We're going to see Paul Heyman help Seth Rollins win against Roman and CM Punk. And we're going to have a new Paul Heyman guy.
The way you're saying it, you're saying it like Paul's going to do it like willingly. I say if it is happening, it's going to be like an accident. Seth is not going to be a Paul Heyman guy.
He's going to be a Paul Heyman guy. It's going to happen.
Didn't it Seth say, "Now you owe me a favor"? So
Yeah.
You missed that kind of part of the conversation too, where I'm like, that's not how favors work. You can't just almost kill someone and go, well, you owe me a favor.
I mean, probably could get back Seth back in what 2015. That Seth, that heel Seth, and that's what I want to see.
We might get a heel Seth. You never know. But good predictions, we shall see. Josh, give us your prediction for this matchup.
It's gonna be CM Punk winning it because I have a feeling after the match they're gonna reveal what the true favor was.
Interesting.
And I think I don't think they might add him to the John Cena match, but I think it'll be like you'll get the first dibs the next pay-per-view or something like that.
Interesting. I think that the real favor was already met, in my opinion. But who knows? You never know with this current administration, with the Triple H administration. Shit is popping, and I like it. Let's go ahead and move on to night 2. Starting things off with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Mentioned it earlier before. We could have seen Lyra Valkyria defend her title at WrestleMania, just like everyone else. But I guess the women's tag titles had to get defended as well. So we're getting Liv and Raquel in the mix. I hope to see Bayley and Lyra just to switch it up. I guess just if you're gonna put this shit on WrestleMania, might as well give new champions a try. That's my pick. We'll start things off with Josh. Josh, who are you picking?
First of all, not to be me boys, the match on the card, they could have put the SmackDown tag team belts on there, and they could have put the women's tag team on SmackDown. But
Exactly. Good.
But
point.
they all, they're all good wrestlers. I would have to go with the heels to retain the Judgment Day.
Okay.
Or the 2.0.
2.0, yeah. Okay. We'll see what JT thinks. JT, who are you picking in this matchup?
I'm going for Liv all day, man.
Liv Morgan.
The Bayley and what's her name? Valkyria. Just doesn't make sense, man. It just they follow the belt and then they win a match together, and then they're going to WrestleMania as a tag team. I'm like, bro, didn't she just fought her on Monday? Dude.
Yeah.
I think
I just don't get it, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Bayley, this she had an opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Like, bro, give it to somebody else that deserves it, and Valkyria should have been. She has the belt for a reason. She should have fight by herself. She doesn't need a tag team. She's a badass woman, and she could have a one-on-one match and defend her belt properly,
Yeah.
And not just have it right there, on the side, not even defending it.
I feel I keep forgetting to mention this. I feel like they're maybe setting up a Bayley heel turn, and I think they might be doing that night. And with this matchup, who knows? So that's just my opinion on that one. What about you?
They
Warren?
could have done that. They could have done it during the matchup when they had that match on. What was it, Monday or
SmackDown?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
She could have just hit her in the back of the head and then be like, oh, I'll face you again at WrestleMania, and boom, if that's the route they want to go to, and they could have Bayley versus Valkyria at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental, part 2,
Yeah, good point. So. Definitely. What about you, Warren? Who are you picking in this matchup?
I think Bayley should have been facing Roxanne, like the original plan was for WrestleMania. I thought we were building to that. I think Valkyria should have been defending her title as well. I just don't understand why this is the team we're using to face the tag team champions. It gives off that there's no good tag teams. I would rather see Pure Fusion Collection be
still alive, guys. Still
they
alive.
Are.
Holy shit.
They're again, the only issue I have with that stable is their name. Yeah. I wish that I would rather see Natalie and Maxine Dupree win that. I actually sort of do like what they may be going with, like how Natalie's instantly gonna turn heel on Maxine for just fucking up in the gauntlet match. It could have been nice to see that happen at WrestleMania instead against the tag team champions. It also gives, that whole gauntlet match was just weird. Like two teams just felt like just random people put together, and also one of those teams won.
Yeah.
I don't giving the tag team titles to the women's Intercontinental Champion sort of diminishes one of the other titles. Like we're already having a hard time with the women's tag team titles being a joke. Giving it to the Intercontinental Champion and not being defended as well, not going to help those issues.
Good point.
So yeah, I'm going with Liv and Raquel. Like, I hope they don't give it to
I hope not.
Bailey and Valkyra. And again, saying this is a huge Bailey fan.
Yeah. Very interesting. Great points there, guys. Let's move on to the next matchup of night 2. It is AJ Styles and Logan Paul in a singles match. I can see this as a passing of the torch type of situation, which I hope that doesn't happen. Seeing how things have been moving with AJ Styles and Karrion Kross, I feel like he might lose. In a sense, this will bring out his evil side and we'll have a heel turn from AJ Styles. So I hate that I'm picking Logan Paul, but I'm picking Logan Paul to win this, to introduce an evil AJ Styles. Josh, who are you picking in this matchup?
Using Logan Paul, man. He's gonna do what's it called, the pollinator or Loganator or whatever it's called. That move he just made up, but
The pulverizer.
Pulverizer, whatever it's called. But
Badass.
He's gonna win. He's gonna win with that move. But it's gonna be a very athletic match. They're both very athletic.
Yeah. They're gonna put on a show for sure. JT, who are you picking in this matchup?
Yeah, I think same. I'm going for Logan, which I don't want to. I want AJ, but I feel like he's gonna give it to Logan. He's a good wrestler. His finish move is pretty badass. I think I like it.
Yeah.
That shit's sick.
Pulverizer is legit. I'll give it up.
Yeah, that shit's sick, dude. The way he flips him and then puts him down, that's pretty dope. I think it's pretty sick. But it's gonna be Logan Paul. I think it's gonna be Logan Paul.
What about you, Warren? Who are you picking in this matchup?
Apparently, I'm the only one who believes in AJ Styles. I'm going with AJ. Also, to mention the whole Karrion and AJ Styles turning him dark side, we just had dark side AJ Styles, like literally last year. Yeah, like we just came back from AJ being evil. I think it'd be nice to give AJ Styles a win again, because he really hasn't had a once for a while. Losing at WrestleMania, losing to Cody, losing King of the Ring, getting injured. It'd be nice to give AJ Styles a win. And yeah, let's not give Logan a win. Logan doesn't need a win. He's fine. He doesn't need one.
Hey, I that's a great point. Definitely a good point there. Moving on to the next matchup. Braun Baker, champion, versus Penta, versus Finn Balor, versus Dominik in a 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Fuck yeah.
That's gonna be good.
I like this matchup. I would love to see Penta with the fucking WWE Intercontinental Championship, his first major title in the US, next to the TNA Championship. Honestly, I'm picking Dominik, man. I want to see Dom with the title. That's who I'm picking. Warren, who are you choosing in this matchup?
This is a hard one, because no matter who wins, goodness choice. There's not like a bad choice of who wins. Like I don't see like where the story goes. Like no matter who wins, I'm like, oh, that's a good choice. I can honestly say that for like all of these matches, like the Fatal 4-Ways and Triple Threats for both nights. I feel like they're both well played there. I think I want to go with Dom as well for winning. He's been losing every WrestleMania so far. It'd be nice to give him a win. I could see it somehow being Finn is gonna get it, but somehow Dom gets it instead, and that really blows up the Judgment Day later. The only other thing I can see is if Finn pins Dom to get the win himself. Could be another way, but I want to go with Dominik. Bronze has a good run. he can also just do something else as well.
Yeah.
Pantara just got here. I think he's gonna get it eventually. There's no doubt about that, but doesn't need it right away. Let's build him up more. It's a fatal 4-way. He doesn't have to get pinned, so his momentum's still there too.
I like that. JT, give us your thoughts and who you believe is winning this matchup.
Yeah, I think same here. I'm going for Dom all the way. He deserves a shot in the belt. Like he always loses, but he could hang himself there, with the ring, and he pulls through. Braun, he's a monster, so he really doesn't need a belt regardless. He's just a badass. Finn, I would like Finn to have the belt, but I feel like it's Dom.
Yeah.
Dom night. Dom needs his W, bro, and it feels right if he wins it, bro. Like, I don't know why it feels so right. Like, he done so much for the team, for the Judgment Day, and for just WWE, and just being a workhorse, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is his time, man. And I feel like this is basically his match, because he likes to cheat a lot. So it's just a perfect time for him to just win and be like, okay, and then have him versus Finn in the long run or some shit, and then have Finn win it from him. So.
No, I like that. Definitely. What about you, Josh? Who you believe is winning this matchup?
Miedo.
Oh,
he's gonna win it. He's gonna win it. Yep, Penta's gonna win it. And it's the reason I'm saying that is I think Finn and Dominik are gonna be focused too much on each other, and that's gonna give Penta the entry to beat them. And I think Finn's gonna take the pin, and he's gonna blame Dom for it too.
Interesting. I like it. Great predictions there. We shall see. What's up, Warren? What do you got there?
I think what we're gonna see is actually out of nowhere, Sheamus is gonna come running through and just finally win the Intercontinental Championship.
I like that.
He's gonna pull a Brock Lesnar of day one, just enter himself in the match.
That's how I want to see him win the fucking Grand Slam. Let's go, fucking Sheamus. Moving on to the next matchup. It is Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. I'm making a prediction right now.
I thought you said Sim City. Like, what?
Hell yeah, dude. They're just gonna fucking battle it out in the Sim City.
They have giant green things over their head the entire time.
I love it. I want them to go into the actual streets for this. They haven't done, WWE has not done a actual street fight where they go into the streets. Give me that shit. That being said, I hope Damian Priest wins. Most likely they're gonna give it to Drew McIntyre because it feels like he needs this win in order for his character to develop a little bit more further. But I'm a fan of Damian Priest, so I'm gonna pick Damian Priest. What about you, Josh? Who you picking in this matchup?
I'm going for Drew. He's gonna pulverize Damian Priest, man. You saw he took his necklace away, man. So
everyone knows that's where Damian's powers come from.
That's true.
My tiger.
and I have a feeling that the eye patch is gonna be involved into the match. He's gonna be like, I can see. I lied the whole time.
Good point.
Didn't he already take the eye patch off?
I don't think I saw him attack him, and he still had the eye patch.
I think he took it off. Didn't he take it off though?
I don't know.
I could be.
I missed it.
But I thought he already took it off. He's like, it's fine.
Interesting. All right, JT, who are you picking in this matchup?
I think Drew took it off on last Friday.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Did, right? Yeah, I think he did. But I'm going for Drew. I'm a big fan of Priest still, but I think Drew, he's gonna just destroy Priest. And like what Rick said, I wish they took it outside, at least to the backstage, with the cars or at the parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And have the pin that went over there in the parking lot or whatever. But that would be something cool, something new that we want to see again. Because back then, dude, it was always a brawl out by the parking lot, always every other week. But yeah, dude, I'm going for Drew.
All right. What about you, Warren? Who are you picking in this matchup?
I'm also going with Drew. I like Damian too. I'd love to see Damian win, but I think if Damian can survive this, especially it being a Sin City street fight, I think you guys are looking in the wrong direction of where this is going to go. I don't think it's going to go out in the street. I think it's going out in the casinos. I think we're going to get slot machines. So just like getting hit. And there's going to be like a jackpot maybe thing. And Drew's going to win. Like, yeah, jackpot. And then
I like that. I did not consider that at all. It's in Vegas.
And then CM Punk's going to take all the money and just run away.
That would be interesting indeed. Interesting predictions there. Let's go ahead and move on to the next matchup. Io Sky champion versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. And I said this in the past, I want Io to win. I want Io to win because I want this storyline that they set up to kind of come into fruition, give her a legitimate threat position, give her a reason to be feared by Bianca and Rhea. Yeah, I'm going Io. I love Bianca, love Rhea, love Mommy, but I want to see a Io win. We'll start things off with Warren. Warren, who you picking in this matchup?
Again, another hard one because I love all three ladies. Huge fan of all of them. If it was based on who I like most as a wrestler, I'd maybe go with Io. But there is something that I feel like is going to be a huge factor with this match is that Bianca has never lost at WrestleMania. I think they want to keep that streak going. It makes sense. It's like it's on a good it's at a decent number where it's like maybe impressive now. Like I don't know, is it 4 or 5? Like it would be if she wins.
I'm not sure
this one, but like she's never been defeated at WrestleMania. I could see that being a factor. I believe last time it was sort of like this. Bianca lost for the triple threat match. I think with Bianca being the champion after this, there's more storyline matches that can go with the run, like Jade off, like just off the top of the head, even like Ripley or Io Sky one-on-one as well. Even maybe a more heel turn of Bianca, like get a heel Bianca as well with the championship this time around. I think it would go very long. I think it'd be a good run too.
She's currently 4-0 at WrestleMania. So
4-0, yeah. So this would be 5-0 if she wins.
Interesting observation. Interesting.
Yeah.
JT, who are you choosing for this matchup?
Man, with the Warren, what he said about Bianca, that actually makes sense. They might give it to her because to keep that streak going. But I kind of want Io to keep it. Like you said, like Rick said, to show dominance that she's a badass, champion, and she could dethrone both strong, women. And both Rhea and Bianca, they're strong women. If Bianca does win, she has more chances of defending it with Jey, Naomi, or whoever she wants. But also you got Io. You got also Io versus Asuka. I would like to see that. Yeah. And also Io versus what's her name? The pirate lady. I'm sorry.
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. I want to see that match too. So, I mean, I'm going for Io. So Io.
Hell yeah. Who am I missing here? Am I going with Warren or Josh? Josh, who are you picking in this matchup?
You never remember
I'm gonna choose Io. She has to win because they've been making her look like a joke, like she's not important in the match. They're pushing her away and everything, and I think Io's fed up, so she's gonna. I think she's gonna win, and that will show that Rhea has never beat Io, and I think you can see Bianca's WrestleMania streak end.
Interesting. We shall see. Night 2.
Do like a double pin on both of them.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Like Roman.
We've reached the main event of the evening of WrestleMania. It is Cody Rhodes, champion, versus John Cena. John Cena's winning. We're getting an evil title run with John Cena for his last year as an active wrestler, and I'm fucking here for it. Let's get this corporate rock in the mix too.
We missed a match.
Did we? What match we miss?
Randy and Solo?
We don't know. Or Aleister Black, we don't know.
We don't know.
That's right. Is that been official yet?
No.
I didn't actually.
No, it's not.
I didn't catch the end of SmackDown. I got to that last fight. And I'm like, I don't care anymore right now. So I didn't catch the end of it. I knew Randy's getting a match, so
Yeah,
I thought it was.
So
it's a mystery.
With
So
we'll do
GM
this.
with the GM, he's gonna have
we'll-
Nick on Almas. It's gonna be him versus Randy.
all right, we'll
I
do
heard
this.
they might save that for like London, like when they go back to London, he might.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
So we got JT's prediction. I'm gonna say Aleister.
I think that's all we need. That's all we need, man.
Aleister Black returns and comes back to save the match versus Randy. That's my prediction on that one. Who are you predicting, Josh? Who's he coming back against, or who you think mystery opponent for Randy is?
So there's great things like I could think Aleister Black could come back. The whole thing with Nick Aldis, like you said, he could save that, and it makes more fuel to the storyline because they had a whole thing like last year when he was fighting Randy left and right. And maybe Solo also makes sense because Solo doesn't have anything, and then he's been kind of beefing with Randy as of late right now. But to me, I would say Aleister Black to come back.
I mean,
yeah.
that seems like a boring match. Randy versus Solo, kind of like boring.
Oh, dude, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
No.
I mean, it was
Carter
supposed to be KO, so it's not like
Yeah,
like I don't think it'd be Aleister Black. Like, I feel like that would have been something planned, and if it was KO originally anyway. This is more like shit. We got to put someone in to replace KO at the last second.
Yeah.
I think Solo is just the more safe option. I feel like let's give Solo a match. He deserves one. He's been
All right. Very well. Very well.
But again, I guess that might depend on what happens in the United States Championship match for the Bloodline to see what they're like for Randy's match. Yeah, I thought it was like an official match that was announced. I didn't know it was still like a mystery opponent.
All right. Let's
So
start.
do we
things-
think Randy's winning or mystery opponent's winning?
Randy.
Shit.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy. If it's against
Yeah.
Solo, then Randy.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think Randy as well.
Randy as well. What about you, Josh? Randy?
Randy. If it's Solo, if it's Aleister Black, it's kind of hard.
Right?
Yeah.
I fucking hope it's Aleister Black. All right. Let's pick our final match prediction. Like I said, I want that John Cena evil title run. Let's start things off with Josh. Josh, who are you picking for this title or for this main event?
We can see him now. John Cena, F those kids, like he said. He's gonna win, and I would love for him to come out in his Peacemaker suit. Just come out walking like that. That would be so funny. Or do the evil dance he does in the beginning. Just to make fun. But yeah, I see Cena winning. We need Cena to win because he's retiring, and he said he's not pushing nobody over no more. He's done doing all that. So we are gonna see a heel Cena, and I'm good. I'm good for it.
Hell yeah. All right, JT. What are we seeing?
Man, you already know, man. Cena, bro. I've
Hell
been
yeah.
all day Cena since I major big fan of that guy. So I want Cena to win it. Yeah, man. I mean, pretty much that. If not, then I'm alright, bro. That's it. But he, like you said, he deserves to win it. Cody, he wasn't really doing much with the belt. He doesn't really need the belt. Cody, he sells so much merch, and every time you have him there, it pops. He makes everybody go crazy. But I mean, if Cena wins it, you could get him versus Randy at Backlash. Was it Backlash? Yeah. Is that the
St.
next
Louis,
one? Yeah.
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah. So him against Randy at Backlash, and that's his hometown, I think.
Yeah.
Randy's hometown. So imagine, like, that should be sick,
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah, well, that probably means Randy's gonna lose though. I feel like Cena's gonna have the belt. If he wins, he's gonna have it at least till SummerSlam.
Yeah, but see, it also happened like the same thing with Gunther and I think with Sheamus. Oh, no, Drew, Clash of the Castle.
Drew,
Like,
Sami, yeah.
You know how
Yeah.
everybody there was going for Drew, but he lost still. So you could do the same thing with Randy and Cena.
I feel like Drew twice.
Yeah, they fucked over him twice. That's
Yeah,
Drew.
dude.
Or Drew.
Fucking the Money in the Bank too, bro. Like Jesus, man.
All right, Warren, give us your prediction for this matchup.
I mean, I think is going to be Cena, but to make it really more like spicy prediction, I think, yes, we'll see The Rock sort of interfere. Maybe we'll get like Stone Cold show up, but at the end of the day, right before who's going to win, is it going to be Cena or Cody? R-Truth is going to show up.
Hell yeah, dude.
And being confused, he's going to turn dark as well, following his hero and screw over Cody Rhodes. He was there in the office. He's like, hey, I would get this, like, or that suite before Cody decided if he wanted to sell his soul to Cody, to the Rock on SmackDown one time. He was just there. He's like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's going to turn heel as well. We haven't seen R-Truth since John Cena turned heel.
Yeah.
Following his childhood hero and turning dark on Cody and helping John Cena get the win.
I like that prediction. I like that prediction. Very, very interesting, and we haven't seen R-Truth. You never know. The trauma of his idol turning heel might just turn him. This is interesting. It writes itself.
And he just has like an emo.
Yes. I love it. Interesting, guys. Thank you very much for being on the show and giving you guys' predictions. We shall see how things shake up this weekend. I'm gonna be watching night one when I come back on Sunday, April 4/20. I'm gonna be able to see it the rest of the show. Hopefully I won't be spoiled by anything online. I'm gonna try to stay the fuck off my phone on Sunday, but god damn, things are gonna get heated up. I'm excited for this match, for this both nights. They look pretty solid, honestly. But yeah.
Before we end, I just have a question for all you guys. Who you guys think is winning the Under the Memorial Battle Royals on Friday?
I
don't know who's in it, so I'm just gonna.
It's everyone who's not in WrestleMania.
Yeah, put that way.
So I'm gonna throw a name out there. I'm gonna throw fucking Ludwig Kaiser bone. I'm gonna say Ludwig. Ludwig wins.
Okay.
But I mean, he's still winning with Tiffany, bro. So does he really need the belt? Like, does he really need the belt? Like, the trophy? I mean, he got Tiffany, bro.
And he's in Charlotte, so yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Charlotte's DMs too, so you never know. What about you, Josh? Who you think is winning?
He just debuted. Ray Phoenix gave him that push, to actually do something with someone that wins it this time. Because they're big on him right now. So if he wins it, and they're getting that push.
It'd be interesting. JT, who you think is winning that matchup?
I honestly didn't even know they're gonna have that match.
It's on SmackDown.
Damn, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not WrestleMania anymore. It's always on SmackDown.
Dude,
it should be on there since they're having like a 12-hour pre-show.
It should.
Yeah, it should. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll go with Ray Phoenix or Andrade or what's that guy's name? Shit. The other luchador, the one.
Penta?
Santos?
No. The one that faced Ray Phoenix last week.
Angel?
His mentor.
Santos Escobar.
Santos,
yeah. I haven't win it. I don't know, man. I need to see. I gotta see who's fighting in that match.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, without knowing who's actually in it, my gut is saying, but since like he's not in WrestleMania as well, which sort of feels weird. Austin Theory. I can see maybe this will maybe be the seed to give him. I would love to see a face turn of Austin Theory this year, where like he is the last match of John Cena, where he like brings up like last time we fought was for a belt, and you said what am I? Here I am now, like to prove you who I am. Like as a good like last match, maybe we'll have a face Cena as well, since he won't be evil hopefully by the end of this tour.
Interesting.
It'd be weird if he ends on a heel note as well. But that'd be a good passing the torch as well. But that's like totally future reference. So yeah, I think it'd be a good start for this path would be if he won the Andre Battle Royal. Hell, like make him eliminate Grayson Waller as like the last two.
Yeah. Interesting. We shall see how things shake up on Friday.
And I think Sam delivers this Saturday too.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. That one looks very good too. That one looks hella solid.
Should be pretty interesting indeed. We are spoiled this weekend, guys. A lot of awesome things are happening. We shall see how things shake down. I want to thank Warren, I want to thank JT, and I want to thank Josh for being on the show. Warren, tell us where they can find you and what you're doing nowadays.
I'm mostly on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from like 2 to 6, playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. One time under name Twostone, TU_STEUND.
Hell yeah.
Also YouTube, same name.
What about you, JT? Where can they find you on the socials, and do you have any words for the people?
Nah, man. You can find me on Big Temperatures on IG, the_Jade20, and yeah, then I want to hear you guys talk about WrestleMania.
Hell yeah. And Josh, where can they find you on the socials, and do you have any words for the people?
Just Instagram at @Sip_Josh18. Just like I said, write down the comments. Tell us what was your favorite match of WrestleMania night 1, night 2, and me and Rick are going to be the 27th of April at TNA. If you go there, say hi to us.
Say hi. Let's take a picture. Let's do this thing. Thank you very much for viewing, for giving us a watch. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, let us know what you guys want to watch and want us to review. You can find me under Lucha Critics, Not So Intellectual Podcast, and NSI Rick on Instagram. You can find the stream under Kick, Twitch, and YouTube as well under NSI Rick. Be sure to follow me there. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hell yeah, guys.